Ayo's nightmare began that night. She woke up sweating, feeling intense, inexplicable heat in her private area. The heat grew unbearable, and when she looked down, she was horrified to see a yam sprouting between her legs. Panic consumed her as she tried to remove it, but it was as though the yam was part of her body. Ayo was a woman who thrived on passion and charm. She was in her late 20s and she was confident, beautiful, and unapologetically bold. She had dark indulgence, seducing married men. To her, it wasn't about love or companionship. It was about the thrill, the chase, and the validation she felt as she stole moments of intimacy from men who were supposed to be loyal to their wives. Ayo never stopped to consider the wreckage she had left behind: broken homes, devastated women, and shattered trust. One day, Ayo was dropped off at her apartment by one of her male partner, and her neighbor, Mama Ada, was looking from the other end of the road. See am again with another person husband. E no go better for you o, the neighbor said. Back to sender, Ayo replied. You won't mind your business. Is he your husband? E no fit be my husband, because my husband no be your mate. Na by mate, Ayo said. You suppose even thank God say una poor. Thank your stars, because I don't do broke men. If your husband were to be rich, I for don knack am since. No worry, monkey go market and e no go come back. Continue dey chop big meat, you go eat the one when e go hang you for throat one day, the neighbor said. Abeg get out. Ayo dismissed her away with her hands as she went inside her apartment. One day, Ayo met James, a young charming man who had just married Uwa, the love of his life. Despite his fresh vows, James was entranced by Ayo's magnetic charm. Their affair blossomed quickly, and James began to neglect his wife. He stopped coming home regularly, avoided intimacy with Uwa, his wife, and ignored her effort to save their crumbling marriage. For Ayo, this was just another conquest. For James, it was another escape into a world of reckless pleasure. One fateful day, Ayo was seen at the supermarket shopping when her phone rang. Hello? Who is this? She asked. A lady was crying at the other end of the phone, begging Ayo to leave her husband. Please, please leave my husband for me. Please, leave my husband alone. I have 5 children and I'm using them to beg you. Biko, leave him for us. He doesn't take care of me or his children anymore. Please, I beg you, I beg you, my sister. Oh. Ayo frowned and replied, Madam, don't beg me. Go and beg or talk to your husband. She kissed her teeth and hung up the phone. A moment later, a 5-year-old child walked up to her and said, Auntie, you have to stop now. Stop before it's too late. And then walked away, leaving Ayo to wonder. Who was that one? What was that one saying? I resemble who they find pikin when you want adopt. Abegi, Ayo dismissed as usual and walked out of the supermarket. Uwa, heartbroken and desperate, confided in her mother. Uwa was the new bride of James, Ayo's new catch. What Ayo didn't know was that Uwa's mother was no ordinary woman. She was a powerful witch, feared and respected in their village. Uwa explained her ordeal, her husband's coldness, and her suspicion of his infidelity. The mother, enraged by her daughter's pain, gave Uwa clear instructions. The next time you smell another woman's perfume on his shirt, bring it to me, she said firmly. Sure enough, Uwa found the evidence she needed. A shirt reeking of Ayo's perfume. She handed it to her mother, who used it as a link to cast a spell on the woman who had dared to destroy her daughter's happiness. Ayo's nightmare began one night. She woke up sweating, feeling an intense, inexplainable heat from her private area. The heat grew unbearable, and when she looked down, she was horrified to see a yam sprouting between her legs. Panic consumed her as she tried to remove it, but it was as though the yam was a part of her body. She rushed to the hospital, but the doctors were baffled. The herbalists shook their heads in confusion, unable to help her. Ayo's once glamorous life crumbled as she became a spectacle of ridicule and horror. Desperate, Ayo sought out a prophet who revealed the cause of her torment. You have wronged someone deeply, he said. To be free, you must beg for forgiveness from the woman whose marriage you have ruined. The man you are dating currently, go to his house and ask his wife to forgive you. On saying that, already knew that it was James. So she went and traced James' house to look for his wife, Uwa. One day, Ayo showed up at Uwa's door, hoping to get the forgiveness that would free her from her pain. Yes, who are you? Uwa asked. With Ayo looking so sad and tears streaming down her face, replied, I'm Ayo, your husband's mistress. Uwa gasped, sizing Ayo from head to toe and nodding her head out of pity. Knowing that her mother had fought for her, she could see the pain written all over Ayo, who was wearing a big flowy dress to hide her shame. And what can I do for you? Ayo asked. I came to ask and beg you to forgive me. I'm dying. Please. A prophet told me to come and ask for your forgiveness in order to get rid of the shame that I'm carrying. Oh. And what shame? What are you talking about, please? Owa asked. I have a yam in between my legs that is stuck to my private area. The heat and the pain from there is killing me. Please help me. Forgive me. Reverse this. Do anything. Just forgive me, please. Uwa, shaking her head. Well, I'm not a bad person, even though you have caused me pain. I forgive you because I'm sure you must have learnt your lesson. Wait here. Let me get my bag and car key. I'll take you to my mother. She has the cure. Thank you. Mommy, thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes, I've learned my lesson. Thank you so much. Thank you. It's all right. Just wait here. Let me go inside and get my bag and car key. Uwa left to go get her things. Uwa agreed to help and took Ayo to the village to meet her mother. But fate had other plans. The powerful witch had passed away only days earlier. The villagers informed Uwa of a chilling truth. The old woman's death meant her magic was irreversible. Furthermore, due to her strength in life, Her death required 8 market days of silence before the news could spread. Ayo's hope vanished. I'm so sorry, but there's nothing I can do. And I didn't know my mother was dead. Like you heard from them, I'm not even supposed to hear about it until 8 market days. But we are here now, and I'm sorry there's nothing I can do. Uwa sadly walked into her mother's house to mourn her loss. And Ayo, broken and resigned to her fate, returned to the city. The yam, a symbol of her sin, was a constant reminder of the lives she had destroyed, haunted by guilt and the impossibility of living or having a normal life. Ayo succumbed to despair. One evening, she took her own life, drinking a substance to end her suffering. Her story became a cautionary tale, a reminder that actions have consequences and the pain inflicted on others often comes in full circle. Uwa, though being through a lot, found healing and eventually rebuilt her marriage with James, who was left to grapple with the shame and the near loss of his marriage. Ayo's fate was a stark warning. No one escapes the weight of karma. The moral lesson in this story is that our actions have consequences, and selfish pursuit can lead to devastating outcomes, not only for others but also for ourselves. And like Mama Ade, the neighbor, said, monkey go market and e no go come back. Every day for the thief and one day for the owner. I hope you love and enjoy the story. Please subscribe, share, like, and comment, and I hope to see you on my next post. Bye.